Since my dad and my colleague and my dear, dear friend John Robbins has left his earthly body 8 days ago, I've been reflecting a lot on his legacy and what it means to me and how I can harvest the gifts he's given me. And thinking about some of the things he said to me that became like beacons in my life. One of them, when I was super young, was food is not just a commodity, it's a community. And as I've lived on this earth for 51 plus years now, I keep seeing how profoundly true that is. I remember when he wrote the book Diet for New America, which came out in 1987 and became this runaway bestseller, his publisher hired an editor. And the editor first looked at the book and said, Mr. Robbins has to make up his mind whether he's writing about health, the environment, or animals, because he can't talk about all three in one book. It's too much. And my dad said, I want a new editor. Because the whole point of Diet for New America was that it connected the dots. It showed how our food choices affect our health and happiness, and also the future of life on Earth and the well-being of animals. And that, I think, is part of the potency of it, because food is an opportunity to take a stand for exquisite self-love and self-care, and also for the well-being of our precious planet and the animals with whom we share it. And when we make our food choices an expression of our values, then we become more whole. We become more, I think, more happy, more alive human beings. And so my dad has done that. And there are all kinds of eaters in the world, with all different dietary patterns, who look back on his work as helping to awaken them to the power of food to change life. That it really, really matters how we nourish our bodies and what fuel we give them. And to me, that doorway, once opened, you kind of never go back again. You never accept the status quo. So there are all different kinds of food revolutionaries in the world who are saying, I'm willing to do different and live different and eat different than the norm, because I can see that the status quo treats food as a commodity, treats animals as a commodity to exploit, to torture, and to sell for the lowest possible cost so that we can have cheap meat. And yet the cost to the environment and the cost to our own dignity and to our health is massive. So I love the opportunity to look at food and all other places in life as an opportunity to explore, what do I value? What is my integrity? Who am I? And how do I love this precious body through the choices that I make? My dad was always kind of a rebel, and I love that. And I love his willingness to think outside the dots. I'm inspired by that every day. And I want to bring that into my life too, and to spread it and to share it, because we all know a better world's possible. And maybe with ancestors like him, we can realize we don't have to find our way all alone.